Okay, I guess we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Bill Goldberg, and obviously you can see we're here in the ARP Automotive Racing Products booth. It is my honor and privilege to be here with Detroit Speed, with Kyle and Stacy Tucker, as they unveil my 1973 it's S&W's beautiful Trans Am, 1973 Brewster Green Trans Am. A little backstory. I hosted the Optima Challenge last year, and I got to meet Kyle and Stacy. I do not have enough time to say all the wonderful things about them that I have experienced over the past year. They have helped me with the build of my car, and their craftsmanship and workmanship is unparalleled in this business. I have been to their establishment, to their shop, a number of times. Beautiful place. I'm just, how can it be any cleaner than my house? I don't understand that. But without further ado, I want to unveil S&W's 1973 Trans Am. Now, obviously, everybody knows that it's got all of Detroit Speed's wonderful goodies underneath. Hydroform subframe, DSC Quadrolink, DSC deep tubs, all ARP fasteners, Dynamat protected, bare brakes, center force clutch, like I said, Dynamat jet hot coatings, Joe Gibbs driven, Mast Motorsports LS motor, which, ladies and gentlemen, I would love for you to see this quote-unquote LS motor, because it does not look like any LS motor you have ever seen. So I challenge anybody on this planet to find a more perfectly put together 1973 Trans Am. S&W, you are one of the luckiest people I have ever met in my life. What do you think about your car? It's absolutely gorgeous.
I love it. I've been following the build. I haven't seen it till today. It's unbelievable.
Well, when are you gonna let me drive it? Nice. Well, we appreciate it very much, ladies and gentlemen. Come look at the fabrication of this car. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, it's all Detroit Speed underneath, rear Quadrolink, hydroform subframe up front. What they've done with this LS motor is unbelievable. The interior is beautiful. They've kept it very true to original in using the true Brewster Green paint. One little footnote is that I was building my 1970 Trans Am for the Optima Challenge at the same time. So thank you very much, Kyle and Stacy, for posting all the pictures, because I copied everything from you. So let's give a big round of applause to Kyle and Stacy Tucker, all the people at ARP, and S&W. You are the luckiest, most enviable man I have ever met.
We are here at the 2011 SEMA show in the ARP booth, and we had a really big announcement and unveiling here yesterday. Kyle, tell us about this car, would you please?
You bet. This car was a treat for us to build. SW is a longtime friend and also a great customer, repeat customer from Austin, Texas, and came to us to build a 73 Trans Am and keep it really with a Pontiac Trans Am theme. Stock Brewster Green, had to look like a Pontiac, smell like a Pontiac, and drive like a Pontiac, just with updated technology, and that's what we set out to do.
And I think one of the coolest parts of this story here is that SW, you never saw this car until we unveiled it yesterday afternoon.
I've never seen it. I bought the car on eBay because I was looking for that Brewster Green color, and shipped it directly to Kyle and Stacy, and that's it. All I've seen is pictures on their website.
Stacy, how long was this project?
It was approximately 14 months, and we updated pictures and talked with SW, and really had a great crew back at the shop on it, so they did an excellent job, as you can see, in that time frame.
What did it look like when you got it?
Kind of a wore out Trans Am, kind of faded green paint and black interior. I mean, it really had a lot of the features that you see today, but just normal 73 Trans Am age on it, and it didn't run so well, but it had the honeycomb wheels, and it could have been a good driver with a little bit of work, but we immediately tore it all down and got started.
We're ARP. We're a fastener company. Why is this car here? Why did y'all work with us? Would you tell me first from your perspective as a builder?
Sure. From a builder standpoint, ARP has a great booth to be involved with at SEMA. It always has a lot of great traffic, and it has, I think it kind of gives you a little bit of clout to have a car in the ARP booth. That's just been a personal goal of ours, and so it means a lot to us to be able to work with ARP. We use all their products, from all their fasteners and suspension. We have options for the fasteners in our suspension systems, and especially in all the driveline that we put together. So it was a natural for us to work with them, and really a goal to be able to have a car in the ARP booth.
And as a car collector, you're not unfamiliar with ARP SW.
No, I use ARP products in my race cars, so, and for years. I mean, it's like I don't even know any other company I could even think of I could use. It's just ARP.
You had not seen the car. We had a 4 o'clock unveiling. What was it like being here?
Well, I came early to look at it, and I got a peek underneath the car, and I didn't want to look at it until everybody else saw it. And I waited 14 months, another couple of hours wouldn't hurt. But I've never actually, I have a lot of different cars, had lots of different cars over the years. But when I was standing there waiting, I had butterflies in my stomach. Never, ever had that before. It's really strange. But when I saw it, it was worth it.
Was it? It was really kind of intimidating being inside that circle as it developed around us. There were a lot of people here, weren't there?
There were. It was really neat to see all the people that came out to the ARP booth to see the unveiling, and then it was really neat to watch SW's reaction as we unveiled it and really take in all the details and all the ARP fasteners everywhere around the car that people were really amazed about.
What did you do to this? There's somewhere around here there's a signboard that displays it. Tell us what you did.
You know, the goal of the car was really to, like I said, to be able to look like a current model 73 Trans Am that GM may have produced, but with new technology. So with that, we wanted to put in all of our modern suspension and chassis systems. It has a Detroit Speed front hydroform subframe, our 4-link in the back, a quadra-link in the back, so it rides on coilover shocks all the way around, fully adjustable. The car has a lot more structure in it than what it had originally. It has our subframe connectors and body mounts and everything to make the car as a solid foundation. And from there, we used a mast engine. We used Mast Motorsports from down in Texas. With the engine, it puts out about 640 horse at the crank, 6-speed transmission, vintage air for the climate control, heat, cool, and defrost, bare brakes. So it's kind of our normal recipe for a car build to give kind of supercar performance and an old muscle car look. And with that, it drives great. It's got a great sound system in it, and it's just a pleasure to drive. It's really fun, and I think it's funny that SW, here's a guy that can go 250 mile an hour in the Texas Mile and get butterflies on a car unveiling. That's pretty neat. You know, I think my favorite part of the car is probably the LS engine that looks like a Pontiac. It's Pontiac blue and fully loaded with ARP fasteners, but we spent a lot of time trying to make that engine not look like an LS engine, but look like a real Pontiac engine.
What do you think? Have you gotten familiar enough with it yet?
I'm finding stuff out every day. I just found out this morning that all the decals and everything was hand painted on there. I thought they were stickers. But when you feel them, it's all in the paint. I think my favorite part of the car is the all interior work. It's phenomenal. Everywhere you look, every time I look, I didn't even see the custom tweeters they put in the dash. I mean, everything is phenomenal. Everything they didn't leave anything untouched. But it's very subtle. You don't know until you start looking at it. And so it's like I can't wait to get it home and look at everything and drive it.
Stacy? Kind of reference to what SW was saying, my favorite part is the overall subtleness of the car, where it doesn't jump out at you and say, hey, I'm a custom car, but the more you look at it and the more, especially when you drive it, you notice every little detail. So it's going to take people 2, 3, 4 looks to really pick up on items.